Good evening, this is the Oscar expert here with Brother Rowe. It's time for our reaction to the Five Bloods trailer. Really exciting because, we were getting doomy gloomy about how none of the movies are coming out this year that we want. We don't even know what's happening with Tenet. We still don't know. But then, the Five Bloods, shortly after the Academy announces that streaming films are eligible, they decide they're releasing it on Netflix June 12th, earlier than we even thought the first Contenders would release of the year. So it's very exciting.
And this will be eligible for, because they planned a theatrical release originally, which enabled them to release it June 12th.
This was also supposed to premiere at Cannes. That's confirmable. You can fact check it. And I heard that they're going to put the Cannes logo on the beginning of this film.
I heard it was out of competition, though, because he was going to be on the panel or something.
This is not your conventional trailer.
It's like a music video.
Yeah.
The way that they cut it together with the archival footage, it really encompasses the culture around the anti-Vietnam movement. The song obviously being the centerpiece for this, which is about not having a home, not feeling like your country is your home. I mean, that just speaks to the 60s in general. These African Americans who are sent to die for their country, which never even treated them as first-class citizens in the first place.
That sort of radio speech in the beginning of the trailer also speaks to that. In a war that, this particular war, was it kind of pointless?
Yeah, and then so the plot is that they're going back. They have this idealized version of who their commander was, and they all buried gold that they found, later planning on coming back and looking for it. So that's what they're doing with this, metal detector. It's about going back to this period in their lives that they struggled to find This is, a little bit of my guessing. They're grappling with the meaning of this experience.
Something striking about the trailer is that it looks like the movie's going to be in two different aspect ratios, shot with two different cameras, right? That's what it looks like.
I guess so,
Where
yeah.
One is flashbacks, which includes the character of Chadwick Boseman, who is the deceased Fifth Blood. We put him in our best actor predictions. I'm not really sure about that. It seems like he's going to be really prominent in the flashbacks, but again, is that only half the movie?
I think he might be supporting.
Right.
And
is there going to be a lead? We're not sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole conversation. Who's going to get nominated?
I think that the way that they're shooting the flashbacks in a different aspect ratio with a different camera to make it, look and feel more like the 70s is really cool. And it will probably have the same effect as a movie like Good Night and Good Luck, where they shot the movie in a way where you can mix it with archival footage and it blends together seamlessly, so there's no disconnect between feeling like what you're watching is a part of the same time that the archival footage exists in, which I think is going to be very effective. And the trailer's really, really cutty.
They don't seem to have much regard for, cutting between this aspect ratio and this aspect ratio, in the trailer at least, which is a little jarring. You're getting a lot of stimulation because you have two different styles, you have archival footage, it's all thrown at you in one trailer. It has a collage-y feel to it for that reason.
Yeah, the movie might kind of feel like that too. I doubt it will be as much as the trailer.
Yeah, I mean the trailer also, the thing is that it gives one tone because the music is the same throughout the trailer. We just get one mood from the trailer. But there is definitely an underlying sadness to it because the lyrics of the song suggest these heavier themes.
There's the tear that Jonathan Majors cries in one shot that I liked.
Overall, the trailer is kind of cool. It's going for fulfilling the tagline of Spike Lee joint.
Did I want to see a trailer that showed me more what it's going to feel like to be in the presence of these characters? Maybe, but this was still a cool trailer. I'm glad it doesn't spoil anything. I always appreciate that. A few days ago, there was an article that was released along with the first few images, and that gives some more clues as to who these characters are. As we said, Chadwick Boseman's going to be in the flashbacks only, very prominent character there. But as far as present day, the main character out of the Five Bloods, the one who seems to be probably the protagonist, is Delroy Lindo, whose character brings along his son. Jonathan Majors is that character's son. He comes with the Four Bloods. This character also is a Trump supporter, MAGA hat wearing guy. If you couldn't tell from Black Klansman, Spike Lee doesn't like Trump, but still, he said that his mother had always told him that black people are not a monolith, they all think differently, and so he's trying to incorporate that, which is pretty interesting.
He still has his point of view though. He thinks that if you're black and you support Trump, that you're voting against your own interests.
Yeah, he thinks you're drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he said. Of these characters, it seems like either Delroy Lindo or Chadwick Boseman has the biggest potential to receive Oscar buzz.
Is there going to be a lead in this movie?
Well, if Delroy Lindo is the lead, which just seems like he will be, because again, like if you have a son, then you have the biggest arc.
Right.
There's going to be
I
some
think
sort
he's
of
the
like difference
protagonist.
that he's going to have to reckon with his son. Screen time wise, they all have the potential to just go for supporting, but if you're talking about leads, like he is the lead like protagonist. It seems.
Maybe Jonathan Majors gets like a nomination or something. Maybe his character is actually really big and he's like learning through his father or whatever. It seems
I don't know. I don't think
I
that
saw a
it
couple
seems like
shots
that.
in the trailer that look like he's sort of going on his own journey. Like he does cry. I don't know. So we'll see.
Yeah, but I would say Chadwick Boseman seems really good in this film.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, he does.
I'm actually really interested to see his character because he's supposed to have this mythical quality. He has a lot of charisma. I think that's a character that we're going to discover some interesting things about. He seems like he's doing a lot. I don't know how else to put it. He could receive some supporting hype, I feel like, but if he's not the biggest of the supporting contenders, then who knows what could happen.
You know, as far as picture hype, director hype, like it's all there. When we made our video, this was like 13 for me. I don't agree with that anymore. I think it's definitely like, you know, top 10.
Things
if
have
not top
changed.
5. Within the context of Spike Lee's career, like him having Oscar contenders is actually sort of new, obviously. Is this going to be like a late stage where he gets one after another? That'd be kind of interesting.
Wait, what do you mean it's new?
Because Black Klansman was his only Best Picture nominee.
Do the Right Thing.
Not nominated for Best Picture.
Malcolm X.
Not nominated for Best Picture.
He's never had a what? Or no, he was nominated for director for Do the Right Thing, I think.
Nope. That was nominated for supporting actor and screenplay
Fuck
only.
off. And even at the Golden Globes, they nominated for picture director. Damn, that's really kick in the face. Yeah, so Spike Lee, it seems like they've kind of been shunning him, and now he's finally getting his time in the spotlight. And it's really great because did Black Klansman enable him to make this film? You know, that's kind of my question.
The other thing is he made a movie in 2008 called Miracle at St. Anna, which is also about like 4 Black American soldiers in World War II, and that movie had really bad reviews. But lately, like his past 2 films, Black Klansman and Chirac, you know, he's kind of on a winning streak right now. But generally, he's kind of a hit or miss filmmaker. But this is a really ambitious project. It's a 2-hour, 34-minute Vietnam War epic. They have the editor who did Roma. They have the cinematographer who did Drive and Three Kings. Terrence Blanchard, composer of Black Klansman, is coming back for this one. We can maybe expect him to blend like psychedelic rock elements from the time into his score, in sort of in the way that he did with Black Klansman. This movie could obviously get a lot of nominations. Like editing is really obvious.
Yep.
The mix of archival footage, if that's pulled off. The cinematography even looks, I think, a step up from Black Klansman, which I thought
Perhaps,
the look, especially like when you have something that looks older, like an older looking thing, like Cold War,
And the
like
aspect
that-
ratio change,
yeah.
like that would help it. I don't think it's
Sure,
like a
it
top.
sure would help it.
I don't think it's a dippy top right now, but it's
Yeah,
you know,
best achievement in sound, it could be nominated for that award.
perhaps it could get all the Black Klansman nominations. It could also get a SAG ensemble, just like Black Klansman.
So we're really looking forward to this. We're hoping it's a contender, and it's coming out in under a month. And you can obviously stay tuned for a review of that film when it comes out on Netflix.
Yeah, when it comes out, that is what I am doing that day, and I'm very excited.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. What did you find out about yourself when you went back to Vietnam?